Welcome back to another episode with Money Spence. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to set up support and resistance levels before the stock market opens up. Did you all know that traders who utilize support and resistance levels, they have a higher success rate of winning trades? Traders who fail to utilize support and resistance levels, this may lead to poor trading decisions. But don't worry. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to set up those levels so you can become a profitable and successful day trader. When it comes to setting up support and resistance levels before the stock market opens up, you want to think about support as a level where price is holding, and you want to think about resistance as a price where price is currently rejecting. So before the trading day starts, you want to look at pre-market data to set up your support and resistance levels. So this entire gray section over here on our 15-minute time frame, this entire gray section, that's pre-market data that's developed by buyers and sellers. In pre-market, you want to look at the pre-market low. That's currently at $550.13. And you want to also look at the pre-market high. That was at $554.23. That will give you a general idea of where price is currently holding and where price is currently rejecting. Before the stock market opens up, the candlesticks, they may trend away from those areas. But one thing is for certain. We know that our support level number one is currently at $550 because that's where we bounced in pre-market. And as far as resistance, we have the first level that's currently at $554. And I love utilizing whole dollar levels to match with option contracts, either, calls, or puts. But we'll save that for another video. Now, I love utilizing the 15-minute time frame to identify intraday support and resistance levels. So before the market opens up, you want to also have your key levels in place before the market opens up. And your key levels, that's this red line right here and the green line right here. Now, when the market opens up, you want to at least try to wait the first 15 minutes or 30 minutes of the trading day to see what your intraday support and resistance levels are. So on the open for the first 15 minutes of the trading day, we had intraday support that was at $551.26, and we had intraday resistance at $552.40. So when it comes to, my entry, I love utilizing the 1-minute chart or the 5-minute chart. So let's go to the 5-minute time frame to see how price is going to react around these levels. The first 15 minutes of trading day, we have our intraday support and intraday resistance in place. So let's highlight that section right there. So if we're breaking out of one of those zones, that's giving you a signal to focus on the uptrend. So after 9:45 a.m., we started to break out of our key price zone. So that was giving us a signal that we wanted to go higher towards our first level of resistance. And our first level of resistance, that was at $554. So once we broke out of this zone, you want to also try to wait for a pullback in that zone just to see if we're going to bounce. So after 10:20 a.m., we started to pull back a little tad bit in that zone that we were trading in earlier for the first 15 minutes of the trading day. So before you get in, you want to see if we're going to hold that intraday support zone. And if you think about it, after 10:45 a.m., we were holding that intraday support zone. So that was giving us confirmation that we wanted to go higher once we broke above our EMAs and VWAP. So VWAP, that's our yellow line, and the EMAs, that's our green and red line. I'm currently utilizing the 50 and the 200 EMA. So once we broke out of those EMAs after 11:35 a.m., that was giving you some additional confirmation towards our first level of resistance that we set up in pre-market. So that was confirming that we wanted to go to that $554 price point. Now, when we broke above that 554 price point, that was giving us confirmation that we wanted to go to the next whole dollar level. But you also got to make sure that we're holding that 554 level. And from 12:15 p.m. through 12:45 p.m., we were holding that 554 level. And then we started to trend higher to $555. And if you're looking at our support zone, we were never trending down to our red support zone. So that was giving you confirmation to stay away from puts and focus on calls, because we were trending towards our resistance levels, and that was giving you confirmation that we wanted to go higher. So here's a quick recap. Day traders who utilize support and resistance levels, they have a higher success rate of winning trades. And traders who fail to utilize these levels, it may lead to poor trading decisions. When it comes to setting up support and resistance levels, as far as support, you want to make sure that we're holding a certain price point. And when it comes to resistance, you want to see where's price rejecting that on our chart. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel if you're interested in more valuable trading videos.